Hello, first graders. Welcome to Sedlmeyer's reading class to your very first Friday video lesson. During these lessons, we're going to be going over some review. We'll be doing some extra practice from all subjects. We'll do fast track phonics. We'll do a little bit of shared story. But for this first week, I wanted to take this time to teach some new structures that are new to our green group friends. And I also wanted to review these structures for our pink group friends. Today, we're going to be talking about fast track phonics and the new activity, Alfie's Stories. So for those of you that have already been with me for pink books, this is just going to be a nice refresher. For those of you in green books, this is going to be a new activity that we're going to start doing together and independently next week. We'll do one together on Mondays, and then for your homework Mondays, you will get an additional story that you will complete the activity again on your own. So for today, in this activity, we are learning how to identify sounds in words that may have different spellings so that we can start to identify correct spelling patterns. I'm going to move you guys right on over to our makeshift smartboard right here. Normally, you'd have your partner practice books, and this would be in it. For these activities, we usually would sit down with a partner. We would read through it once, stopping after each sentence and taking turns, just like peanut butter and jelly style. Since we are not with partners and we are we're doing this virtually, I'm going to walk you through first and model how to do this activity. So the first time you read through, you're just listening for sounds that you hear a lot. So while I'm reading, I want you to be listening for any letter sound that you hear over and over that keeps repeating. I'm going to go ahead and start. My sister's bird Jack escaped its cage. My sister was on the verge of tears and rage. At your age, my brother John jeered. He jumped to close the door, but Jack flew out with a page of newspaper from his cage. He perched high on a huge hedge and would not budge. John tried to nudge him down with a wedge of cardboard. Then Jack flew to the ledge of a courtroom building down the street. A kind judge rode the elevator to the roof and caught the silly bird. We celebrated Jack's return by making fudge. Which sound did you guys hear a lot of in that story? The J sound, very good. So one of the new sounds that we have been learning in lesson 38 is the two new spellings for the J sound. Large badge. We have our key card here for large badge. On the key card, I see a sheriff. He is wearing a large or big badge. The word large ends with GE, and the word badge ends with DGE. What other letter do we know that makes the J sound? J for jump. Very good. So now that we've read through Alfie's story the first time, what we would do this second time now is we would go back and look for words that have the J sound in it. Since we are just learning how to do this right now, we're going to go ahead and turn back and look, and we're going to click to see where those words are. Now, normally for this part, you guys would be, you would pause and you would make a list of these words. But before we do that, let's just take a look and see what Alfie was able to find. Alfie was able to find the words that have the J sound. He underlined them for us. Let's go back and read those. I see Jack, cage, verge, rage, age, John, jeered, jumped, Jack, page, cage, huge, hedge, budge, John, nudge, wedge, jack, ledge, judge, and jacks, and fudge. Now that we've identified all of the words from our story that have the j sound, we want to organize them based on which spelling patterns they have. This is going to be the next step for you guys as spellers to start memorizing those spelling patterns. Remember, we were talking before we left each other back in March about how we're only 6 and 7 years old, and that's not a lot of time for our brains to build the memories yet for spelling patterns. These activities are going to be a great next step for you guys to start to memorize which spelling patterns to use for which words. So our next steps in class, what we'll do when we do these activities is we as a class will have a chart, and we will be writing the words into a chart together. And you guys will be doing that independently at home as I do it here. But let's just take a look and see what those charts look like. I'm going to make sure you can see. Here's the chart. It has 3 boxes, J for jump, and then large, badge. What we would do together normally during class is we would go back in the story here, and we would look through and find the words with the spelling patterns you see here on the chart and list them in the box below. Since we're just learning this process right now, I'm going to go ahead and click on the chart. And you can see here that Alfie has written all of the words that start with the J or have the J for jump in this box. All the words that have J, like large, are in this box. And all of the words that have the DGE spelling pattern are put here in this box. We're going to go ahead now you guys are going to go ahead now at home. I'm going to show you guys the next story. And you are going to, at home, read this story. You're going to want to pause this video once I get to it. You're going to read the story. And I want to see if you can identify which sound is in this story a lot of times. Go ahead and pause your video now and read this story. Welcome back, readers. I hope you've had a chance to read Alfie's story here. What sound did you hear a lot of in this story? That's right, ch, like chipmunk. There's also a new spelling pattern for that sound, and it is ch. Look at the picture card. Let's take a look. I see 2 friends playing baseball. One is catching the ball, and one is pitching the ball. Catch and pitch. Let's say that 3 times together. Catch and pitch. Catch and pitch. Catch and pitch. Excellent job. Give your halos a shine. We're now going to go ahead and read through this all together for fluency out loud. Ready, point, ready, read. A pirate's life seems lots of fun to me. I bet they sit on their ship eating a lunch of fish and chips with bunches of bananas. Then they sing and march around the ship wearing patches over their eyes. Next, they set sail because pirates have an itch to get rich. They may catch a lot of fish, but fish are no match for treasure. So they sail the far reaches of the world until they find gold. When I grow up, I will ask a pirate to teach me how to find treasure. We've identified many words in here, and we heard them that said ch, ch, ch. I want you now to go ahead and pause this video, and I want you to count how many words you were able to find in this story with the catch and pitch sound or the chipmunk choosing cheese. Go ahead, pause the video, and count the words with that sound. Welcome back, readers. I hope you had a chance to pause the video and count the sounds with the ch, words with the ch sound. Let's go ahead and click here to see what Alfie has found. Right here, you can see all the words that Alfie has found with the ch sound. Let's go ahead and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm hoping that you were able to find all 11 words. Go ahead and give your brains a kiss. Let's check out our chart now. Right here, I see that the two sounds that we are focusing on is CH and TCH. At this time, what I'd like for you to do is go ahead and pause your video with your dry erase board or with your pencil and paper. Go ahead and split your paper into two parts and make a chart that looks kind of like this, kind of like our place value chart in math. And I want you to make one list of all the words with the CH sound and one list with all the words with the TCH sound from the story. I'm going to go back to it so that you can pause now and make a list of the words with the CH and then another list with the TCH words. Go ahead and pause and make your lists now. Welcome back, readers. Let's take a look at our chart to see which words have the CH sound versus the TCH sound. In the CH column, we have lunch, march, teach, chips, rich, bunches, and reaches. In the TCH column, we have our patches, itch, catch, and match. Give your halos a nice shine, first graders. Excellent work today. For your homework today, I'm going to be posting another one of Alfie's stories in the Google Classroom and on Facebook. And I will also be posting another chart for you so that you can practice reading through Alfie's stories and identifying words that have those special spelling patterns so that we can start memorizing how to spell different words with those tricky letter blends. Be on the lookout for that. I will see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend, and thanks for stopping by.